And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Got his man quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Pulled and fired complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Might be changing the route. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Flushed out of the pocket. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. Pulled down for the tackle.
When a quarterback gets outside the pocket, it's really hard to defend. Do I stay in my zone? Do I stay back? Or do I come up and go get him? Puts me in a difficult spot.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Got the quick pass. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
On the ground, it's Pitts. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah,
Great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole that you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Fakes the grab. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets the back moving. The give to the single back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The toss sweep to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Wells. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. At midfield, he's got moved. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Rebels are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose, and the defense got to it.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. Knocked down for the tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target to the left. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And the returner will be dragged down. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go with a direct snap. Not enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The screen, he can go. Turning it on. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Dumps it off in the flats. He breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wilcox. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now on the counter. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Turns it loose. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got a man. It's Pitts. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He'll set up to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001, when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gonna run it. It's Pitts. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. They run him out of bounds gets it to the 47. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. There's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete in the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Pitts. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The carry going off right tackle here.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gets it out quickly.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And here comes the offense on second down. Quick release by the QB. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Here's the handoff. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run.
His second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 35 to Notre Dame. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Caught over the middle. It's Wells. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They just keep firing. Hauls it in. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw for it. Moving out of the pocket. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The inside handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Finds a little space. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Right on the money. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the...
In the air, and he's got it for the touchdown, and now they're a 2-point conversion away from locking it up.
Stop it. They got a chance to tie this thing. Yeah, and I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Quickly complete. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and we are tied coming down the stretch. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth.
If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
1st down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Wide receiver going in motion. The give. Runs through a tackle. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd down, any kind of score wins it, and they want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. To the ground with the back. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And here we go, a field goal try to win it. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. They got it. They blocked the kick, and we'll head to another overtime.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. It's complete to the right. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're not interested in extending the game. They want to win it, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback will keep it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back?
The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.